Alright, Scotty here, and I'm back at it with another video. Been working hard out in the garden and in the greenhouse. Want to give a look at the pepper situation, tomatillos and tomatoes. It's all growing, looking really nice. Flowers are coming out. It's a beautiful time to be gardening. Let's check it out. I'm going to start over here. I've been keeping the tomatoes free of weeds, letting them kind of just grow and do their thing. They're growing really fast. I think in the last week they've over doubled. These are all Roma tomatoes. One of them is a cherry tomato, I just don't know which one. These are looking really good. I've got all together out here 39 tomato plants. Getting close to probably this weekend starting to put up the fencing materials so that they can grow on this. We're going to do this along the T-posts and just let them grow up the fence, let them grow up the wire. It's going to be a good method. It'll hold them strong. But you could check it out. It's awesome. Getting ready to do a lot of salsa, different kinds of sauce, a lot of tomato juice this year. And this is going to produce a lot of tomatoes. Over here, I've got my tomatillos. I got a row of tomatillos. This will produce a lot. Got another one here. I actually have some random growing out in the garden too. Tomatillos, I find they grow wild just pretty easily. If you've dropped a few tomatillos out in the garden somewhere, chances are if they're getting water, you're going to get little tomatillo sprouts. They grow like weeds. Half of these ones, I just went through the garden and found them and uprooted them and planted them here. Over here I got my peppers. I've got Roma tomatoes in here. I'm sorry, the tomatillos over here. Peppers, serrano peppers, jalapenos, habaneros. A few different kinds of habaneros, yellow habaneros, orange habaneros, which brings me to the greenhouse where I just planted a bunch of tomatoes. As I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, we're getting ready to move, so I held back on planting fully out in the Alright, now we're back. Let's check in the greenhouse. I've got a lot of plants, if you've noticed, potted in here with sunflowers in them. They've been flowering and looking really awesome. However, they're going to be dying off soon. So when they do, I've started to plant my peppers in them. I've got cayenne peppers in this one. I put a jalapeno in this one, because pretty soon, once the sunflowers die, they're going to start wilting. I'm just going to clip them and then let the pepper plants overtake the pots. Over here, put another pepper in these, along with these pots. These giant sunflowers are getting really big. It's just awesome watching them. I've been pulling the leaves on them to prune them to get these shoots to grow, and it's working. So they just keep putting out flowers. These are all going to grow little flowers, and it's looking good. And this one over here, I'm really super stoked about. I started pulling the leaves off of these to promote more growth, and it's starting to grow flowers on each little knob now. So there's going to be like 10 plus flowers on that one, on that stalk. It's really cool. And then I've got tomato plants, peppers growing. The peppers are really little. I kept them in my seed trays for a long time and just decided to plant them in here to use them. And I want to show you the stalk on this one. It's pretty big. Not the biggest one that I've grown, but definitely big. I measured it from the ground out here. It's just over 12 feet tall. And it's actually, I cut slits in the top of the ceiling in the greenhouse to let them grow out the top. This is probably taller than 12 feet now, like 12'6", the one on the right. But you could see that one on the left, it's got the little sunflowers growing out all out of the stalk, so it's looking really good. I was hoping I could get some tall enough to grow out the top of the greenhouse. And then out here, these are some more giant sunflowers. These ones I'm guessing are going to get big. The potential to get 12 feet plus. The ones in these rows, however, aren't getting as big as quickly, but I'm just keeping a lot of water on here and keeping going. And then I'll show a couple more spots where I've got giant sunflowers going. That's one of my favorite things to grow. They get huge and it's just fun to watch them. And I've got this section over here. These will get to be monsters. They're doing really good here. Keeping up with weeding is a bit of a challenge. We get a lot of weeds out here, so just try to make my rounds and pull the weeds out. And then I got sunflowers in these spots. I've been weeding these areas. They're looking a lot better. And then I'm kind of continuing through here. Is these wildflowers, when they die out, there's giant sunflowers coming up behind them all throughout here. I'll show you what I mean. So right here, got a lot of sunflowers starting to come up through these other wildflowers. Especially over here. This is where I had over 10 different varieties of sunflowers last year through here, and the wildflowers grew naturally, and now all the the sunflowers are growing all through here. So the name of the game is to kind of keep this weeded as much as I can, and then giant sunflowers will start growing through here. These ones get around 6-7 feet tall. And my strawberry patch has been kicking. I've been getting a lot of strawberries out of it, freezing them for my smoothies. I mowed some new trails through here so you could actually walk through here and check it out. But we are looking good. Everything's growing. The grass came through really well this year. We've got nice grass pathways through here now. Stuff's growing great. That'll be it for today's video. I'll be posting another one soon. Thanks for watching.